Alright, so earlier today I wrote a post on LinkedIn saying that I'm working on a tool to actually find, the resale valuation of a property. So, yeah, I've been at it for the entire afternoon. So let's take a look at how the tool works. So we are just going to look at carousel, look at a few properties, and we are going to attempt to evaluate those. Specifically, we are looking at like HDB properties. So maybe let's start with random ones like maybe this. Um, so if you were to click in, you can see, hey, people usually gives you the postal code. So all I need to do is to go over here. I'll put the link in later. Basically, you just need to key in the postal code, and basically it will pull out the past transaction records of this of properties around the area as well as the rental rates. So um, and it builds a model around this transaction data. So all we need to do is let's say they said it's a corner high floor, and looking at past transaction, high floor might mean maybe this range, maybe 16th floor, 15th floor. So we are going to go with like maybe a 16th floor, right? And if you look at the area, it didn't talk about how big it is. So um, three, it's a 5 room, I guess. So if we look at the past data, 5 room I, roughly we are looking at 110 or 113 square meters. So let's do an estimate of 110. So assuming that this flat is at level 16 and has a 110 square meter, the price is about 456,000. So actually you can see this listing is not very far off. So the difference between a 2 variable regression model and a 3 variable regression model is the lease commencement date. So if you were to look around the past transactions, you can see that the flats around the area has very different lease commencement dates, some in 2001, some in 2004. These are still fine, they're just 3 years apart. So in this case, what it does is that it also looks at flats around the area with different lease commencement dates and try to estimate that. So over here, let's say this is a 2000, this is what block 5 501, right? So 501 is 2001, right? So if we are looking at 2001, same thing, 110, and then 16, the estimated price, yeah, somewhat the same, they're just $1,000 apart. So typically for new flats, you won't see so much of a difference because the flats has a very homogeneous lease commencement dates. Maybe you take a look at other flats, right? So if we look at maybe something maybe older, this looks older. Six. All right. So let's take this postal code in, paste it in. Right. So very quickly we can see that hey, we are looking at 3 room flat. Block 651. It says high floor, so maybe we'll take a guess at what's a high floor. For one, we can see that all right, high floor goes maybe to 15, 16. Let's say 16 again. Again, this is 3 room, so 3 room is 74 square meter. 74 square meter, and you can see that the estimate is about $318,000. Right about this price as well. It's probably 11,000, 12,000 over valuation based on the market, what the market is saying. Same as this, if we are just going to look at houses around, okay, right, there's only okay, there are a few different lease commencement dates. So in this case, we are looking at block 695. 695 is 1987. So it will, look at different variables. So in this instance, we can see that every extra square meter in this area costs you $3,000. If we move up, one additional floor, it's $3,000. And generally, the market says the depreciation is roughly $2,800. But these are what the market says. It doesn't reflect the true depreciation of this unit at all, right? So let's try another property. So let's say Pasir Ris Drive 6. All right. So if we would take this, paste this in, right? Well, over here it says didn't say high floor, mid floor. Okay, it says mid floor. Block 428. Let's take a look at past transaction first. So okay, past transactions are like that. We are looking at this is a four-room flat, right? Four-room flat, mid floor. Probably we are looking at level 6, right? So let's go with level 6, and for this square meter is about 114, right? So if we were to estimate it, the price is roughly 450,000 based on what the market is saying. So level 6, area 114, lease commencement date is so block 428 lease commencement is 1990, right? So roughly there. So based on past transactions, we can see that the price is roughly 450,000 in the market, but it's only going for 400,000, so it's slightly under valuation. Wow, rare unit. So yeah, basically this is how we make use of this tool, and really it's what I intend to do is really clean up on the visuals a little and add in certain information like the rental yield and the depreciation model for the flats, as well as like standard things like PSF and so on and so forth. So right now this is a very raw model of the price valuation. So well, let's see. Do try it out if you are looking for some resale property to, well, if you are a buyer or seller, take a look. And just ping me for comments if you have, if you think that there are certain things that you like, do tell me. All right, see you.